If you're a Canadian dreaming of owning your first home, but feeling overwhelmed by things like down payments, credit requirements, trying to understand government programs, don't worry, you're not alone.
So today we're going to be breaking down the entire home buying journey into clear, actionable steps, from assembling your dream team to leveraging game-changing tools like the new FHSA, which, by the way, we're in November now. If you haven't set one up before, do it, because your contribution room doesn't start accruing until you actually start the account. It's weird that way. It's different than other accounts. So whether you're just starting, save your money up, thinking about homeownership, or you're ready to make an offer, this episode will show you that homeownership isn't just possible, it is more attainable than you think.
Have you ever wondered if home ownership is actually achievable in 2025, 2026 and beyond? Or is it still that just distant dream that we've kind of been hearing that narrative forming?
Do you think you need a perfect credit score and 20% down to even qualify for a mortgage?
And what if I told you there's a savings account that lets you contribute tax deductible dollars and withdraw them tax-free for your first home?
I would say I'd be quite interested in that, Nick. It's funny you ask.
So, Dan, start me off with step number one.
The crucial first step in your homeownership journey is surrounding yourself with the right people and the right professionals. We call this your real estate power team. It's the same thing for real estate investors as it is for home buyers. This is a mistake that a lot of people make. A lot of first-time home buyers hire the wrong people. Honestly, it's probably the biggest mistake that I see.
Yeah.
If you're young and inexperienced, you're more likely to hire an agent who's young and inexperienced. So let's start with that. Real estate agents represent you, the buyer, to find properties and negotiate the best deal, among many other things. The second person is a mortgage broker or a lender, right? Your bank, your mortgage brokers who get good deals from banks like Nick. They help you understand your financing options, get pre-approved for a loan, and secure a mortgage. Then you get a real estate lawyer. Typically, you won't engage them early in the process, but I think it was worth starting to build those connections through probably those other two people. They should have a pretty solid list. And they handle all the legal aspects of the transaction, including contracts and closing documents.
For sure. A couple other people you're going to need throughout that process, Dan. Home inspector. There was once a time not so long ago where people stopped using home inspectors, and that burned a lot of people.
So funny. Yeah, it's so funny you mentioned that, because I have a whole episode coming out on conditions. Like, I'm writing it right now, because like for the past 5 years, like nobody was using them, especially not some of the better ones. So anyway,
I'm looking forward to hearing and being a part of that episode, because I think you're right. It's super crucial. And home inspectors, they're going through and tell you what you need to know about the biggest asset that you're buying. They'll go and conduct a thorough inspection of the property and identify any potential issues that need to be addressed. This could be as simple as, hey, the ceiling in the basement's too low, the drain needs to be put over here, or bigger stuff like you're going to need a new roof in 2 years. You probably want to know about an incoming $15,000 to $50,000 expense. The next thing, home appraisal. This is an independent appraiser hired by a lender. You don't really need this, but you should be aware of it. They are going to assess the home's fair market value to ensure that it's in line with what you are about to pay for it. In some cases, you might need a property surveyor. They're going to go check the property boundaries, ensure the land is in good condition. This depends on what type of property you're buying. And then homeowners insurance. That's another major line item and another very important piece that a lot of people overlook. This is where you're going to get an insurance policy that is required by a lender. And if something, God forbid, does go wrong, and we've seen it go wrong, Dan, many, many times, that's the person you call to get the money to deal with that issue.
And the people that you work with will be a direct reflection of how the process goes, probably the results that you're going to get. So if you work with great people, you should get a smooth, professional, enjoyable, and successful, like ultimately getting good results from the process.
Yeah, I mean, work with bad people. Well, you probably know the answer, right? It's not going to be great.
Saying, right? F around, find out, right?
Yeah, exactly. I like that chart you recently posted.
Yeah,
very, very clever. Anyway, so carefully select your team members, as they will directly correlate with how your deal unfolds. You don't need to select all these people right away. Ideally, start with a great realtor like Dan or many of the people on his team, or a great mortgage broker like myself, or many of the people that I can introduce you to no matter where you are in the country. These people, the right realtor, the right mortgage agent, should be able to help you select the right candidates for those other roles, because I don't expect you to randomly know an insurance provider or a home inspector or even a lawyer.